Hi guys, Gal here, and we're going to keep working on the 30-day Magical Girl Challenge with today's prompt being fire. I think I've forgotten to mention in my last two videos where these prompts were coming from, and they are by a Tumblr user named Sekai Ichi Happy, and I'll have a link to the prompts in the description if you want to, tackle them yourself on your own time, or you can draw with me as these videos come out. Obviously, I'm not doing them every day, then because that means I'd have to record every day, and I have a life. I need to, eat, visit with family, feed my cat, that kind of thing. So with today's prompt fire, I've actually done this already. And yeah, I've already attempted it, and I wasn't happy with how it came out. So you can see the two versions I kind of had in mind, but I ended up liking the blue fire option with the bronze accents versus the red fire with the gold accents. And I wasn't actually happy with the end result, so I'm going to try it again. And this is a great example of how character design doesn't always come naturally on the first try. In my last two videos, I got some very nice, rough, basic designs that I could build from, but this time I'm having a little bit more trouble. So we are going to actually flatten them on the same layer because I don't intend on keeping these except maybe putting them in SketchUp at some point. And we're actually going to use them as references for our new versions of this prompt. So as usual, I'm going to do a sketch, talk through why I do the things I do, and then have a speed draw while I clean up the sketch and color it. And then we will end the video. So let's start with the theme I was thinking about with this magical girl. I kind of wanted a goddess, a lava goddess type magical girl with a fire element. So that was my phone. I hope you didn't hear that. And the goddess, when I think of a goddess, I think of Greek mythology and Hera and Aphrodite and Athena. So I went with the Chiton. One of them sounds like shit on, so I really rather not pronounce it that way, so I'm going to go with Chiton. And it's just magical girls are so frilly and have so many layers, and a chiton is pretty much just a sheet wrapped around the body, so figuring out how to make that look more magical girl like is going to be a pain in the butt. But I have an idea. I had a stroke of genius, and I'm going to show you what I came up with. So we're just going to over sketch this really quickly because I didn't mind the figure of this drawing. I actually liked how this came out. But we're not gonna draw her leg up like that this time, so we can see the full pose. And no, Greeks did not wear shoes like that, or they're called Roman wedge seals. Where'd that come from? These are called gladiator wedge heels, but that's not what Greeks or Romans actually wore. Gladiators actually wore. Those are gladiator sandals are new and modern. and not historically accurate. Okay, now that we got the body down, let's just put her arms out like so. And I always draw them way too long. The hand's supposed to come mid-thigh, but I always overdraw it. One of my weaknesses. One of my many weaknesses, rather. But we're all improving all the time. All at different rates, and it's okay. And it's fine. Because we're all trying, we eventually get to where we want to be eventually, but by that time, we want to be even better. And then we, are unsatisfied with our progress at that point, and rinse and repeat forever. You're never not learning and never not changing when you're drawing. So the idea for this frilly chiton is, I have some references that I'd like to look at. And I specifically want to look at this illustration here in the bottom right corner that someone did of a historical chiton and what it would look like. And it has this kind of these willowy, no, that's not the word, these frills at the top. And I'd like to do the same. Oops. So the clips that keep the chiton, together, kind of come over the shoulder like this. And these are going to be bronze. I can't remember what kind of jewelry Greek women wore. Maybe I should look up some references of that. Come like this. And then she has these like this. Whoops. Not like that. Not too much there. There we go. And then kind of comes kind of unevenly like this. And I do like that. And then just layer it like a bell skirt. Kind of. No, that doesn't make sense. Does it? Shoot. Well, that idea is out the door. Let's put that sash back on her then. Let's see, I have one right here, this one. We have a sash, a very cute one. This is, this reference is actually a reconstruction of Greek costume. And it's very accurate. So there's this like clasp in the front here. And I would like it to come over just a little bit. Like so. And then there's kind of like a cape to it, which is just like a chiton is basically this one thing of cloth. And the person would fold that cloth in half. Oops. Let's try this again. Wrong. That was the wrong brush. Oops. Basically, they'd fold it in half and then clip it like this. And then this part would get all swooshy. And this part would be open, but because there's so much fabric in it, you wouldn't see the, you'd see leg, but not any of the important bits, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm working with. So there's a little bit of cape effect And I'm trying to think on how that would look. I don't have any back references. Oh, and this is a modern take on the Chiton. And actually, I like that. It makes the character, it would make the character look so much older. Like so. Like, I don't think, yeah, no, the Chiton wouldn't have such a low neckline like this. And I would like this magical girl to be older instead of just, you know, a teenager. Ooh, and the sleeves, oh, they're so flowy and beautiful. So let's do, you know what, I'm gonna give her a choker too, just cause. And then we're gonna make her a very flowy skirt. And that goes down like this. And these are folds in the dress. And then ooh, that's beautiful. I love that. Okay. Like I want a more mature magical girl. Do you think giving her a cape would be appropriate? Maybe, maybe not. And this girl is still going to be based off of Blue Fire because I really like the Blue Fire concept. So we're gonna give her her cape. Let's give her more jewelry. This isn't necessarily Greek, historically accurate Greek jewelry. I just think it looks nice. Like the bangles, yeah. I'm not sure if the Roman Empire was trading with the Chinese emperor at the height of Greek culture. Since bangles that I'm aware of come from Asia, I think? India specifically. I think. Don't quote me on that. I might know a little bit about historical clothing and stuff, but when it comes to Asian historical clothing and costume, I know nothing. It's all European. And then we're gonna give her back her fire bun. And I based this character, I made this character black because why the hell not? And you can never have too many black characters, really. There's such a thing as having too few, though. Though I find that I draw the same thing over and over again for my black characters, so I really need to up my ante on that side, on that front. Give her a medallion, give her, I think these are called medallion earrings, or coin earrings, I think. And she's associated with fire and the sun, so I'm gonna give her these sun like details to her jewelry, like the rays of the sun and the heat emanating from the sun and the sky during the day. There we go. And then Does she have bangs? Does she have bangs? No, she does not have bangs, so... And I will go in and fix some things, so... When I work on the finished sketch. There. She's so pretty. Okay, let me fix this up and slap some color on it, and I'll see you in a few seconds. And with that, we're done. Before I finish this up, just to show you a trick I always do, if you're new here, I pick a darker color for the line art, then I make a layer on top of it, and then I clip that layer to the line art. From there, I take the fill tool and I fill that clipped layer. And you can see how it changes the line art color to the dark blue I chose, and it makes it look so much nicer. And well, I'm not sure if I got the goddess magical girl down. I definitely got the goddess, but not the magical girl, at least not an atypical, or not atypical, the typical magical girl, which is, you know, pink, floofy, and poofy, and, you know, all that great stuff. I definitely went a more mature route, so that might be why it doesn't feel right, but I'm happy with it. I genuinely really like what I got. I'm gonna flatten. No, we are not flattening those layers, apparently. I'm gonna flatten the clipping layer to the line art layer, and then the line art layer to the color layer. And you don't do this unless you're sure you want to flatten everything, because I have no real intention to. I might reuse this design for something else, but I don't really intend to edit this art specifically, except to make the YouTube thumbs for this video. And boom, we finished our prompt. Fire. Blue fire, not red fire, but fire. And isn't she beautiful? Oh, she's so gorgeous. Not to toot my own horn or anything. Well, that's it. That's the whole video. So if you like what I do, make sure to comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.